Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It is Sunday, January the 3rd, 2021. I love saying that new year. I'm telling you, usually it takes me a while to get used to writing the new year, but not so this year. It's been easy because I don't think any of us want to remember 2020, but that's not why you tuned in, so let's get started. All right, The Diary of Princess Pushy's Sister. Guess what, guys? Sam's first book is coming out. Is the shit about to hit the fan for Meghan Markle? Full disclaimer can be found below in the description box. These are opinions and for entertainment only. Thank you all for watching. I would appreciate it if you subscribe and set those notifications to all so that you'll know when a new video has been uploaded. Since we're having some issues with people receiving their notifications or thinking they're subscribed and they're no longer subscribed, YouTube did say that if subscribers haven't watched something in a while that they go back and remove them for us. So just wanted you guys to be aware of that. So let's get to the first article. This is from one of my viewers, and Edna, thank you very much. I just thought I wanted to read this aloud to everyone. Thought-provoking and capturing many issues. Thank you. It meant Duke and Duchess titles. If they remove the Duke and Duchess titles, Meghan Markle can be referred to as Princess H rather than like Lady C, that she still uses her ex-husband's title. Do you think that Meghan Markle would see Princess, even in this way, as having more kudos? It is unfortunate there's no legislation in place to removing the prince, as there seem to be one or two obvious candidates. No kidding. I definitely agree with the Commonwealth titles being reallocated to people, i.e. young leaders or inspirational people, but on a time-limited basis, say until they're 25 or for a total of 5 years, because they do not live in the Commonwealth and live apart. Meghan Markle, biracial heritage, and PD's, and Princess Diana's early death, what other qualities and experience do they have for leading in these areas? Prince Harry does not live in the Commonwealth or the UK, and so should not have the UK Commonwealth military titles. Whatever scandal comes out of Prince Harry's heritage, or is more scandalous behaviors that is already out there about him and Meghan Markle and other members of the family, let it all come out, and if more is revealed, at least it clears the air. I feel cover-ups are often as extreme or more extreme than the initial acts, and if the initial issues are truly hideous, creepy, or illegal, they all need addressing. I agree with you, Edna. If they would have been open and honest with everybody in the first place, then so many of us wouldn't have started channels and wanted to try to expose what we think is the truth about her and reveal the lies and deceptions that we perceive. So, very good comments. Edna, thank you so much. You always impart so much wisdom. Another viewer, Kate, said she was talking about the podcast and said it's 68th, not 17th, referring to my last video. And I said, well, it was moved from 17th to 7th. Maybe it has moved down. I'll check and see. Thank you. So I just read that comment a little while ago. And so I went on podcast for Spotify and looked at the top podcast. And you can see the Joe Rogan Experience is number 1. There's 1 through 6. And here we have, they've lost the 7th place position to number 11. Archwell Audio is showing up on number 11 now. Andrea says, one of the viewers, expectations of being a royal. Yesterday, I watched Princess Anne at 70. It is available in the UK and on ITV Hub. I've seen it too. It's wonderful. If you have access, please do. If you watch that program, you will understand how the hardest working royal is almost the most private. The hard work, the dedication, the level of intelligence, and I don't mean the IQ, all the other qualities needed. I felt so proud watching it that Princess Anne, the princess's royal family, embodies our reason for a monarch, and the disrepute Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan have brought to the crown. Disrepute. They can keep their titles provided they don't come back to try to engage with any aspects of royal duties. I very much doubt that any of the armed services would really want Harry the Snowflake. It's a long program, but well worth it to watch, and then you will really know what Harry has walked away from, since it is very hard to put into words what the royal family means and what it does. That's a great suggestion. And guys, I've seen a few different things on Princess Anne, and she is one tough cookie. But remember, she had told them in an article a while back that it's not for the young royals to come in and try to reinvent the wheel. But people that have tried to redo it or to change it, doesn't always work. Sometimes people like things the way they are, especially if they're working and they like tradition and know what's expected of them. So, yeah, I advise everybody to read up more on Princess Anne. She's an amazing woman. All right. Another viewer, Kalida, says the British government should be, because these two have dragged talking about removing their titles, their country's names through the mud, not to mention misusing taxpayers' money. And I agree. And from what we know, they allegedly still receive 94% of the funding from the Duchy of Cornwall. All right. Guess what? So here we get on to the book. There's The Diary of Princess Pushy's Sister Part 1, and she's got another book coming out. And this was just released 9 hours ago. Amidst a firestorm of fake news and media mayhem, Samantha Markle shares the truth about her life and family against all odds and ultimatums. As a royal fairy tale plummets from the tea towels, sometimes the truth really is stranger than fiction. All right, the Daily Mail reports by Monica Grepp for Mail Online, Meghan Markle's half-sister Samantha to release the bombshell memoir, The Diary of Princess Pushy's Sister, next week, which it promises will reveal hidden truths about the royal. So I believe it's the 17th, but I pulled information for everybody. According to Barnes & Nobles, where you can find the book, and it's in paperback only at the moment, the Duchess's sister promises the 330-page tome will expose hidden truths about her family as a royal fairy tale plummets from the tea towels. Meghan, 39, who is currently living in her $14 million Santa Barbara mansion with Prince Harry, 36, and one-year-old Archie, have been estranged from Samantha for some time and has previously branded her claims absurd. The book has been published by Barnes & Nobles with a description stating, things are not always as they seem. In a world where social labels define who we are, how we live, and how we view each other, Samantha Markle finds herself caught in between the crosshairs of media mayhem when she reveals hidden truths about her family. And this was a picture where she attended Samantha's graduation, and I think this was in Florida in 2008. So let's see, we're looking at 10, 20, so 12, 13 years, I guess, going on that since she's seen her sister. She has previously branded her shadow social climber, blamed Meghan for freezing out her father and other members of the family, called her inhumane and the Duchess of Nonsense. In February last year, it was reported that Meghan burst into tears after discovering her strange half-sister Samantha was planning to write a book about her. Let's see if Meghan sues Samantha. We know the only person she hasn't sued about him is Omid and Carolyn for finding freedom, because we know she took a part of that. That was immediate and obvious giveaway that she was involved in the book, which we know she lied and said she had nothing to do with it, and later changed her court affidavit stating that that she had given information, little bits to them through a third party or friend. So going back to Samantha, she announced last year she would be writing a second book, which, like the first, will be called In the Shadows of the Duchess. So that will be the second book. Again, the first one is the sister of... I'll come back to it in a second so I don't say it wrong. In August last year, it was revealed Meghan was furious with members of her family after absurd claims were made against her, and the relationship with Prince Harry heated up. Here's the title. You can find it at Barnes & Nobles. So part 1 is The Diary of Princess Pushy's Sister, Part 1. You can pre-order it for $17.99 on there. And something else I noticed, it says available January 17th, and it's paperback right now. If you want the ISBN number, it is 9781 666 229905. The Diary of Princess Pushy's Sister. And it's 328 pages, and right now it sells ranks number 19. So about the author, born in Chicago in the 1960s and raised in Southern California, Samantha Markle is an author, screenwriter, and counselor, as well as being the sister of the first modern American Duchess. Having battled MS in a wheelchair for most of her adult life, she is no stranger to challenges or tenacity. And then goes on to say a little more. There's 2 reviews on it right now, and Lupe is 1. Samantha Markle, not worth it. How can somebody give a review on a book that hasn't even been released yet? The next one, well, I don't think I listed it here, went on to just say that they recommend it, but let's see what Lupe says. Samantha Markle life story is uninteresting. Well, it's not about hers. Life. There are no real life connections between her and Duchess of Sussex. Well, they are half sisters, and they did grow up together. Her book doesn't give readers insight to who the Duchess is, because Samantha did not grow up with her. Yes, she did. They only had a father in common. Samantha is significantly older, and she's hurting for money. It is obvious that she is using the Duchess name to sell on an awful book. Well, isn't it obvious that the Duchess is using the royal family's name to sell off anything that she can to make money any way that she can? So, sorry, Lupe. Yeah, I would rather buy a book and support Samantha than I would giving anything that to Meghan Markle or Harry. Let's be honest, without Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, well, we would not know who her crazy half-sister Samantha Markle was, meaning there's nothing to learn from Samantha Markle's book except she shows her extreme jealousy and envy to want Meghan's life. Well, let's just say this, Lupe. Don't go giving out book reviews and telling us people what they should or shouldn't like, especially when the book hasn't come out and you haven't seen it. So this got me wondering, who the heck is Lupe? Oh, and at the bottom it says helpful. 8 said yes and 43 said no. And then it was reported to them that this is somebody trying to just hurt the reviews on her. So I started looking, who is Lupe? The only thing I could really find was a rapper, the Lupe and Royce Show. So let's look at him a little bit closer. This is Lupe Fiasco. And one thing that I did notice about him is, look where I've got in the blue. He's a Spotify podcaster. So, yep, he's in the works for Spotify the same way as Meghan does. He's also seems to be of a gentleman of color. So, let's see, why not help his sister out, Meghan Markle, and give bad reviews to her sister's book, and let's support Meghan. So, again, that's Lupe, and can't be 100% sure that was him, but I couldn't find anybody else that uses that name online. So he does have an Instagram page. So that's a picture of the rapper and Spotify podcaster. So, guys, what secret and lies will Sam's expose in her book? Well, I'd like to know. I can't wait, and I hope it's some good ones, and I hope she sets the record straight on many of the lies that Meghan has told us. So stay tuned, and whatever I can find out or what's in the news next, I'll be back with everyone. Thank you for watching. Please like and share if you enjoy the content, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great week, everyone.